I'm guessing since you're watching this video, you're gonna be heading to Porto, Portugal, and you're trying to find a place to stay and work. I spent 3 weeks in Porto, staying at the Salina in Porto, and I wanna tell you what my experience was like there. They didn't pay or ask us to do this or anything like that. I don't know, I just had a really good experience there, and I feel like if you are a remote worker looking for any of the pros that we discussed, that this is gonna be a great place for you to go check out. So what Salina is it's basically an international chain of co-working, co-living spaces where you can rent out like a dorm room, private room. I don't know, they have a lot of different options for both mixed dorms and female-only dorms. Plus, then they also have the co-working space where they have Skype rooms and, you know, things that make a workplace comfortable to get your job done. And I just wanted to share my quick review with you so that you kind of know what you're getting into when you arrive. So the first pro of staying at a Salina is the price and flexibility. I stayed there for around 22 days and it cost me $458. That included co-working and a dorm room bed to stay in. Anytime that we needed to switch locations or I wanted to upgrade to a private room, it was really easy to do so. The staff made it pretty seamless to get that taken care of. I can't say enough about how easy it was to make any changes that I wanted. And the price, I mean, you can go from the package that I did, or you can really go like all out and spend like a couple grand a month and have a really good experience. Another pro is that the Salina, the hotel, hostel, and the co-working space is located in the city center of Porto, which has basically everything you need. It's a really cool city center area. There's tons of cafes and restaurants if you want to work from there too. Some of my favorites were Thailander for their amazing Thai food. Get the coconut ice cream. You will not regret it if you eat there.
Did you want some too? It's so good. Read it's coconut cream.
Nola's Kitchen. Man, we were regulars there quite often early on in our stay in Porto. They have so many amazing food dishes, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan. Even if you're not, it's just really good food. Definitely go there if you're in Porto.
That was damn good.
Pro tip though, this is something I've learned. Living in Iowa, this was never something I really had to deal with, but make sure and get a reservation, because if you try to go out to eat at night or on the weekend, the chances of you getting into a place that you actually want to eat at is probably about 0. The internet speed was fantastic at both the co-work and the hostel. There's plenty of Skype rooms if you need to take any Zoom calls or remote meetings. It was really a comfortable workspace. It was big, never really felt crammed in there at all. The chairs were comfortable, just a really great place to hang out and work. Plus it's located in a old historical building. It was kind of cool just to go in there and work every day. I think that does it for the pros for the co-working space. I mean, great space overall. Some of the cons though, is if you're from the US and you're going to work from the Salina, it closes at 10 o'clock Central Eastern European time, I believe. So that means if you have later in the afternoon meetings and things like that in American time, any of the American time zones, it's gonna be kind of tough to take those from the co-working space. That's one thing. If they were just open an hour or two later, that would probably make a world of difference, especially for American digital nomads and travelers. Pretty high rating for the co-working space. And then I would say for the co-living space, there were definitely a couple cons that I want to just bring up, just so you're aware when you go there. If the weather is bad in Porto and you're staying at the Salina, there's really not a lot of indoor places to hang out. There's a nice, beautiful courtyard with a restaurant there and places to hang out when the weather's beautiful. But if it's rainy or anything like that, there's really not a lot of areas to hang out inside. So that's just something to take into consideration. The other is, I personally had some bad luck with some dorm roommates. They wanted to stay out till 3, 4 a.m. during the week when I had to get up and work. So that kind of interrupted my sleep schedule a little bit. Maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. Maybe I'm lame, but that kind of disrupted me a bit, and I ended up moving to a private room for a little while just so I could get caught up on my sleep. Yeah, so that, I guess a recommendation I would make for Selena is maybe make a dorm room that's just for like co-livers, so that way there's less of a chance of like the people who are staying and working there being interrupted by people who are just staying at the hotel or the hostel. I don't know, just a recommendation. And maybe I'm just being whiny, I don't know. The cons definitely don't outweigh the pros. It's like 90% plus great experience overall. I mean, we coordinated a trip to the Selena in Jerish, and they made it really easy to do this. They helped coordinate it for us. It was pretty seamless. We just emailed one of their team members and they set everything up. So I really can't say enough about the staff. I mean, the staff at the co-work space, the staff at the hotel or hostel, or however you want to refer to, the co-living space. They were just so friendly and helpful, and yeah, I really can't say enough. So Selena, you're doing a great job hiring awesome people in Porto.
There's a full kitchen there that we used a ton to cook out of. There's stores nearby with fresh vegetables and stuff like that, so if you just want to cook in the kitchen, save some money, it's very easy to do so.
If you're a solo traveling digital nomad or a remote worker, there's tons of activities and events for you to be able to meet other people. So you can go to yoga, they have a Toastmasters event, they have city walking tours, all kinds of different things to make sure that you can meet and interact with other people like you while you're there, so you can have a good experience.
Let me know if I missed anything. If you have stayed at Selena Porto, or if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Drop them in the comments below. We're gonna be doing our best to share our experience as digital nomads, kind of sharing with you where we go, what we do, and how you can do it too, as well as, you know, the essential piece of being an essential digital nomad, which is doing it without being a shitty person, without wrecking the places that you go or being rude. Kind of like the Boy Scout rule, you know, leave things better than the way you found them. If that type of content is interesting to you, subscribe, like, follow, whatever it is that you want to do. Thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to you stopping by next time.